What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Blockhash podcast channel. Let's talk crypto. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. I'm going to give you my updated analysis on Bitcoin and where I think it is going to go as we head into the summer here. It's a very interesting, very critical area. I want to look at a number of different key points and metrics. As well, if you would like to get these videos earlier, go watch them on Patreon, where we do chart analysis Monday through Friday. This video came out the other day on Patreon, so make sure to go sign up there for the price of a couple cups of coffee a month and stay up to date ahead of everybody else. All right, so let's take a look at this. So right now, Bitcoin is still in this very long upward funnel since the beginning of the year. You could even say since back in November. Now, we also have an ascending trend line that has emerged since March, where we came down and double tapped on the 9th of March and is colliding with our inflection zone, which we are starting to bounce off of. So some key areas. $25,000 is key. Why? Because that was our former ceiling. And if you want to be in a bull market, your former ceilings need to turn into new floors. We tapped down here once, confirmed that. We are kind of tapping into this range again to maybe confirm that once more. So what we need to figure out is from here, what direction are we going to go? Let's look at some possible scenarios. So I think scenario one, we come down and we bounce off 25,000 and then we start our move back up. That's scenario one. Scenario two, we come down, hit 25,000, we hit it again and we go through to our ascending trend line, potentially around 24,000, and then we continue upwards. Those are the two most likely scenarios in my mind. The other possibility is here, we just turn around and we start going back up into this box and we consolidate and then maybe we break out. I don't think that's as likely given the concern with the debt ceiling right now coming up on June 1st. Now, June 1st is not that far away. In that period of time, a lot of things can happen. Worst case scenario is we come down, tap our inflection zone, tap our ascending trend line, and then we break down badly. I don't think that's something that's in play, especially because the RSI is almost oversold. If this continues, we continue to be in this area, however it plays out, by the time we get into June, especially that first week of June, we're going to be oversold on the RSI. And the last time we were oversold on the RSI, we had a big move, right? Big move in Bitcoin. Again, the last time we got oversold on the RSI, Bitcoin started to move, all right? Late November, it wanted to correct. By the end of December, it made its full move. So I'm looking for this to make a move relatively soon because this is actually pretty healthy. This is a good correction. There's nothing wrong with what's happening with Bitcoin right now. All right? In fact, if you really want to look at it this way, you could say it's some bullish triangle or pennant that's forming. A lot of good, more than there is bad. So don't panic yet. The key is what happens in here with Bitcoin. What happens here? We could break down, but I don't think we have much farther to break down. Now, let's look at the EMA. We're through most of the moving averages, the 20, the 50, the 100. The big, most important one is the 200. Again, we crossed the 200 in March, and we had a violent pushback upwards. Like when you shove a pocket of air underwater, it pops back up above water. That's exactly what happens. So if we break through the 200 moving average, which is possible, the timer starts before this pops back up pretty violently. We're not there yet. So we got some time, but this is all colliding with our inflection zone, our ascending trend line. Former floors that are now expected to be, or former ceilings that are expected to be new floors. Like everything is in this area. We're getting very, very tight. And tight can be a good thing, can be explosive because the volume has not been there. It just has not. On the Bollinger Band, we've been stuck under the moving average. We haven't been able to stay above it and retest the upper band of the Bollinger Band. So This short-term move since mid-April has been bearish. As soon as we retest this Bollinger Band and stay up and then come back down, so it'll look like this. We come back up, we hit the top of the Bollinger Band, we come back down, and we find a floor on the EMA. That will be a bullish sign. And that's something we just haven't seen yet since the 15th of April. So we'll be watching for that as well. Other than that, we can check out the MACD real quick. Let's go to our indicators. Let's go to the MACD. Use this bad boy. All right, on the MACD, we've tried to flip over, but we haven't done so yet. The indicator does not know for sure what direction we're going. You can tell as it flashes green, flashes red, and flashes green, red, green, red, green, red in really quick bursts. It's because there's not any volume to push to the upside. Generally, these are right. Generally, it tells you get in, get out, get in, get out, because it's trying to figure out if the momentum is there. The odds are that this is going to come back down a little bit more, or that we could range sideways. We're just not quite where we want to be. I'll pull up the normal MACD as well. Gotta pay for the upgraded version here. Gotta make some more money. But yeah, on the MACD, we've tried to cross over. The problem is we rejected it, and we've had nothing but sell volume. All right, the sell volume is slowly decreasing, as you can see, but it's mostly a problem of an absence of buy volume that we have not seen since March. And we've gone through all of April, now all of May, and it's been nothing but sell pressure. So this sell pressure is going to run out at some point. I'm telling you what, and with all this sell pressure, this is the farthest it's been able to push Bitcoin down. $6,000, $5,000. Not too bad, not too shabby. Bitcoin's a lot stronger than it looks. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about altcoins on this one. I'm just focusing on Bitcoin. Won't even talk about Ethereum. Those are completely different topics right now. But given the debt ceiling coming up, you guys got to keep this in mind. On June 1st, I'll put my marker here, right here. June 1st. Is the U.S. going to default on its debt? Probably not. They will either extend it or they will agree to something. They cannot allow the U.S. to do that. So when that happens, and that's followed up with Jerome Powell pausing on rates, that will cause Bitcoin to move considerably. The only reason people aren't buying more Bitcoin at this very moment is because they're holding on to their cash very tight. They're very worried right now. They don't know what's going to happen. Once there's a little bit less pressure and more certainty, the buy volume will come in quickly because they know that they need to get into a safe asset. And the dollar will not be safe long term. That is what we're looking for. It will happen soon at some point, but mark my words, we will get an answer by the 1st of June. What is going to happen with Bitcoin? We're very, very close. All right, so that's it for today, guys. Make sure to like the video, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe if you haven't already. If you already do, really appreciate it. Make sure to check out our Patreon. Get access to this stuff ahead of time, guys. Very valuable, very helpful. All right, talk to you guys soon. Cheers.